Alright guys, how you guys doing? So we're gonna try to knock this out within 20 minutes, so by 11:33. So we'll see how this goes. But lots of good news. Oh, whoops, I forgot that. I shake. So yeah, lots of good news. Basically, we've been appreciating a lot. We reached a high of about 1.87 cents. But BNB is up right now, so I took some money out due to that appreciation, and then also I needed it too for the trade account. So, but recently we've been doing very good. We've appreciated our value from January 30th, from all the way down to 0.02 to basically an 8x, and we're at a 9x earlier today. So once we get the money back, we should be back up there. But yeah, we've been doing very, very good. But in the Discord, I told you guys that presented a very interesting problem that we're chronicling here. So I do want to create another series for this, the corporate token series. Yeah, might as well then. I guess this will be the first corporate token one. So I might have said this was in dev talk, but we're going to do the corporate token series instead to make this one. But yeah, so this is going to be a two-parter. We're going to be talking about the issue we had with the corporate token, then we're talking about the update with the NFTs and how those correlate. So basically, we've been doing very good, but with regular economy management or currency management, the issue with providing too much stimulus within an economy is that you're going to risk having overinflation. So overinflation just meaning that there's more demand for the currency than there is for business activity, basically. So you can put quite a bit of asterisks on that, but for what we're doing, that's the case. So basically, I'm providing too much appreciation for my client. So currently this is the my cousin, client 0 from the fiat subsidy program. I'm providing him too much appreciation for how much he has to withdraw per week. So per week he has to withdraw $7.52. And right now he has about, what was that, $10 would be $70. So that's kind of maybe what, 13 weeks, 14 weeks worth of cash ready. So basically meaning that because I can't access that or I can only access that on a weekly basis on Tuesdays, his balance is too rich for my economy, essentially. And basically there's too much spare capacity for myself, the foundation, to grow. So the whole point that we've discovered is that, which this part I didn't really understand until I wrote it out maybe yesterday, 2 days ago, was that because Broken Faucet was created as a DeFi outlet for people who hold Watch to Earn, so the Watch to Earn token holders will have another way to fungibly or practically use their currencies and not just hope for appreciation like we were doing in the first wave of the trivia challenges. Because it was the outlet for that, what I realized is that Watch to Earn is going to be more so for the internal inflows, and then Broken Faucet is going to be for the internal outflows of capital from the perspective of token holders. So it'll be you guys being the trivia winners, and then also my cousins and my sister eventually for repayments for the fiat subsidy program. So my whole point is to create products for you guys, and those are mainly going to be financial in nature. Financial products and services that will make you use your Watch to Earn or make you use your faucet, and part of that's going to be the Broken Faucet supercharger that's going to come in more than likely later March, but it's also going to be our original Broken Faucet NFTs. So and this is where I'm leading to here. I believe that now with this update on WAXDAO, I'll be able to reduce the amount of funds that he has in his wallet, and so hopefully encouraging him to purchase even more Watch to Earn now as his primary token or primary currency, or at least building our way up towards that. So basically, what do I want to do here? For the people who are new, this is Broken Faucet. And Broken Faucet is a currency Oh well, it's anyway. It's available on Binance Smart Chain. Believe me, it is. This is Watch to Earn though, and I'm not trying to find the link for the WAX-FAUCET token, but basically it's a token, but it's also a project. And so we started in March of last year, and we had our first run, and it was good. But the whole point was that we really only had about, well, two different issues. The first issue was trying to find initial buyer for these, and so that's why we created the fiat subsidy program, so that eventually we're going to funnel people into our ecosystem this way. So we now have our guinea pigs in terms of clients and customers for this, and then also our second issue was providing enough of a kicker in terms of financial incentive for people to engage with us. And so quickly, there's two financial parts of this broken faucet scheme, and this is a different category of cryptocurrency that I created called OTC DAO NFTs. So over the counter DAO, DOW, so discounted, over collateralized, wrapped NFTs. So OTC DAO NFTs. And so the two main important parts of that are the D and the O. And so O being the over collateralized part, which is here. So as you can see, for every face, we have BUSD, USDC, Tether, and DAI. And you see we have it on the different types of cryptos, or different types of tokens. So we have the stable healthcare, stable coins, and charity, but also for different denominations, they're all still Fuse stablecoin or stablecoin backed. And so there's different reasons for why we try to create these tokens. So obviously it's for a business venture as well, but also just simply put, I want to create a way for us to be able to access, and then for anybody to be able to access stable coins in a diverse manner, so that there's no, and this was the midst of Terra Luna, FTX exploding, I think one other token had one of the stablecoin had a depegging, but it was also when the BUSD was getting sued. So that's why we liked the utility of a stablecoin, but it was very hard to know then, especially then, and even today, if there's ever going to be any issues regarding the tokens. So what we do naturally then is in our ledgers, in our wallets, we diversify. So I split ours into 4 even amounts. But the whole point is that when you try to spend, when you're trying to spend that money, it's very, when you try to spend that money, or when you're trying to move that money, it's very cumbersome to do that, because you have to do it 4 different times at the exact same intervals. Or if you don't do it at the exact same intervals, then one side has more risk than the others, and all that type of stuff. So that's why I created the NFT version of this. And so, and I was referring to the over collateralized part. Basically, and I'm pretty sure this is correct. I didn't check the white paper for a while now, but I'm pretty sure we had 50% more in our ledger that we're offering people on the marketplace. So I'll provide $15 of irredeemable collateral. In exchange, I'm offering you $10 for it, because 1, you don't have to trust it 1 for 1, because you don't know if I'm going to withdraw the money or not. And then also 2, so that because it's over collateralized, I'm able to argue that, or I'm able to make it irredeemable, meaning that we're able just to print over and over again. So it cost me a little bit in the start off and then in the beginning, but it's supposed to make money in the back. So that was the discount. It was the over collateralized part. Discounted refers to the WAXP insurance. So what you'll see here is either on Atomic Hub or any of these other platforms that display NFTs. You'll see that in the back of all of our broken faucet NFTs, they're in the back section, they are backed by a certain amount of WAXP, and that was based on the different denominations that we had. So they ran 25%. So this was when Wax was trading at around 6 cents. So 6 times 4 is 25 cents, 24 cents, and so that's obviously 25% of $1. So the whole point of this was that the insurance was very innovative, but it wasn't done to the best that it could be, because it's innovative because when people engage in NFT projects, either on Wax or on other platforms as well, other blockchains, the issue is that when you're a customer and you're purchasing this, it's very hard for you to be able to predict your recoup value and how much you're able to get back if they're unbacked. And the reason is because you're forced to then rely on other project members and say, hey, do you want to get this off me for a higher price than I just paid for it? And you can only go on so much, and that's why they create a Ponzi-like structure. Whereas with our innovation, when you're actually backing the NFTs themselves, no matter what happens to the project, no matter if we go offline or anything that happens like that, anyone who owns this NFT will have at least 4 wax guaranteed, and now 50 WAXDAO guaranteed of money to be able to withdraw. So meaning that there's never going to be a point in time where people interact with our Broken Faucet NFTs and end up with 100% losses. Impossible, factually speaking, because these are backed. And the only ways to get this money out is to burn it. So the issue, though, with having our 25% WAXP insurance was that it required too much of appreciation on WAXP side. Meaning that, one, because we can't control WAXP's appreciation like we can with the corporate token, and then two, just because WAXP price is quite slow in general, that basically prohibits the greatest feature, in my opinion, about the Broken Faucet NFTs, which is the ability to appreciate past what you paid for them. So they're supposed to be self-growing NFTs, basically. And so what we're now able to do with this WAXDAO platform is that we're going to be able to create our wax-based faucet token, which I've been telling you guys about for a while. So we're going to have 2 Binance Smart Chain tokens, Wash to Earn and Broken Faucet, and then we're going to have one wax-based token, which is going to be also Broken Faucet on there. So what just literally became available to us, literally like a few hours ago, was that I talked to this guy on Telegram, and he's been showing this feature or talking about it for a few months now. And so he finally allowed us to not only just back tokens with Wax, which is the main, obviously, token on the Wax blockchain, but also any other Wax-based token. So this is, oh, sorry, I'm shaking, but any other Wax-based token. So instead of us having these tokens just now being in our wallets, we can actually create some type of utility, real utility, which is by providing this insurance within our own NFTs. So if we have Faucet and we're appreciating at the same rate that we are now, it'll be much easier for me then to sell these to people and say, hey guys, when you first buy this, this is going to have, instead of 25%, it's going to have 75%. It's going to have 100% collateral. So in terms of insurance. So for every $1 that I'm asking you to buy, there will be $1 or 75 cents, I'm still deciding, of my own token backed into it. And then so that means I can refer people to our charts and say, hey, you know, this is how much we've been appreciating. And so now if you buy this for $1 of WAXP, it's actually worth $2.15 or something like that. And so you can immediately recoup this. And then if you purchase more of our faucet, put it in there, then you'll be able to appreciate it for our charity, for healthcare, for education, for rent, for whatever. So basically, I won't be making a lot of money from the individual sales of this. I'll either be making very small amount if I do 75% insurance coverage, so meaning that I need a 33% appreciation for things to be immediately recouped, or if I do that at 100%, then when the people pay me $5 in WAXP, they'll gain $5 in faucet back, so it'll be net zero. But by having each and every single token represents my appreciation potential and capacity, when other people are then looking to purchase wax-based faucets, then further fund their future groceries or future rents or whatnot, they're forced to then purchase my token in that manner. So it's kind of a second step customer acquisition, if you will, or in terms of profiting from them. So the first guinea pig will be my cousin, like I said. Once we create our token here, which I think costs no more than $20-30. So in our next budget, we're going to be doing that. Once we create this, and then we start back with our version 2 of these stable coins and of the, like I said, the stable grocery, stable whatever, I'll then sell them to my cousin or try to upsell him, and then deduct this from him, from this value, so that because what I've been doing with his currency, by the way, it's gonna be the last part. So he pays me from this account, from this wallet address, and right now I'm thinking about making another separate account. But you see, on the operational side, this is his money so far. So he's paid me 2 weeks worth of funds. So $7.52 times 2 is what, $15.04, and now that's worth 31 bucks. So it basically 2x in about 7-8 days. So yeah, that's kind of the whole point, which is where, and let's take this volume out. If we can appreciate this against BNB, which we have been slowly but surely, and then we have this against WAX-P. WAX-P even has a greater chance of appreciation than BNB does, just because it's a lower market cap token. So that's why I was really looking forward to getting a WAX-based token. And now that we're able to finally deposit those insurances in there, is really going to be a great time financially for us in a really near future. So I was able to do that underneath 20 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. There will be more updates very soon. And yeah, so this is the first episode of the corporate token vlog. So I'll be updating this very often. So stay tuned for that as well.